Hello everybody, welcome back here to Tortorici.com. In this video I wanted to touch on hormone replacement. I have clients over the years and even currently that go for hormone replacement, whether it be synthetic and or bioidentical hormone, which is plant-based and synthetic. Most of you may be familiar with Suzanne Somers being a spokesperson for the whole bioidentical hormone treatment. Hormones are the key to anti-aging. So as we grow older, our hormones just start depleting. It's just a vicious cycle of life, I guess you can call it. But really what I wanted to do this blog is I know and hear of so many people taking the hormones. There's a lot of doctors out there who have become legal steroid dealers due to the guise of hormone replacement. And then, granted, there are doctors that are doing things on the up and up, but why I wanted to do this video is I'm a certified functional diagnostic nutritionist, and throughout those studies of being certified, we learn the patterns and the connections of cortisol levels to all the major hormones in the body. Now, if you're a person who is on hormone therapy and still drinks soda, takes synthetic bodybuilding supplements, eats a conventional diet, yeah, you're getting in the hormones. Yeah, it may help you with anti-aging and, relieving menopause, giving a little bit more elasticity to the skin, a little more muscle tone, increased sex drive. But really, at the end of the day, if you're eating the SAD diet, the standard American diet, and taking the hormones, you're really putting yourself on the hamster wheel where, let's face it, when you get to a certain age, your body that naturally just starts depleting anyway. And no one should be even, no legit doctor would even consider putting you on hormone replacement unless you're like probably, I'd say, the bare minimum, like 35 years old and up. Now, the human body is an amazing thing. If we give it what it needs, it can actually start doing the things that it's supposed to. But the problem is, more on the SAD diet, we're always putting things that counteract the motive and the purpose of the human body to function and work for us, not against us. So, if you're eating the SAD diet, you're constantly putting your body under stress. And when your body's under stress, your body has to keep pumping cortisol to keep the inflammation down in your body. So if you're putting those hormone creams on, yeah, that's keeping them at a certain level. But what happens is every time you put in these synthetic foods and keep taxing out your adrenal glands, eventually your adrenal glands, due to the stress of running around, radio frequencies, computers, telephones, you name it, our body's constantly under stress. And if we're always putting crap food in our body and drinks and drugs and all that, all the more it's under stress. So when the body is under stress, it has to produce cortisol. If the adrenals start weakening due to all those things that I mentioned, and they can't produce cortisol naturally on their own, they start robbing from pregnenolone, which is the godfather hormone in the human body. From pregnenolone, you get estrogen, estradiol, estriol, DHEA, testosterone, melatonin, all of those good things. So if they're not able, the adrenals are not able to pump the cortisol naturally, they start robbing the pregnenolone to produce the cortisol, and all the other hormones start diminishing. Well, why is that important? Well, if you're on these hormone replacements, again, as I said earlier, you're putting yourself on that hamster wheel. You're giving your body the opportunity to start leveling and balancing and producing the hormones naturally on its own. So the dangerous key of this, too, is that a lot of these hormone doctors get you on the creams, get you on the injections, and then you're not back in their office for a good 4 to 6 months. And, if you do not know, as a lot of people in the health profession do know, if your hormone levels, especially testosterone or estrogen, if they get to a certain level of height, now you're putting your body at risk for tumor growth, cancers, blood pressure, heart disease, things like that. So there's a fine line in balance. Hormones are an amazing thing when supplementing with them, but they also need to be closely monitored. So if you are on hormones and your doctor has not addressed these eating principles with you and these lifestyle changes, I strongly suggest you find yourself another doctor that will. I think it's very important, as I do think the hormone replacement is just as important. But again, if you're doing this for bodybuilding purposes, if this is just your legal way of going to the doctor and getting on a cycle of juice, then, you really, really need to rethink that, and really need to rethink your lifestyle and start making some important changes to get your body naturally flowing in these areas on its own. So that's pretty much it. If you guys have not clicked the subscription button here on YouTube, please feel free to do so. You can find me on my website, franktortorici.com. Please pass this video along, post comments, email me if you have any questions, and I hope this can reach some of you guys out there that are either on hormones or considering taking them. Peace and love.